Hey everybody, welcome to another round of Canje Plays, and today we are continuing with our game of Tales from the Red Dragon Inn. From the Red Dragon Inn. Matthias, hey, Kanji's about to be live, all the way live, buddy, all the way live. What's up, Matthias? Hey Matthew, what's going on? Hello, hello. So welcome. We're going to continue our playthrough. Last time we played Chapter 1, Scenarios 1 and 2. We're going to play scenario 3, and depending how long it lasts, if it's like 1 and 2, which it was really quick, if 3 is about the same, then we'll play 4. And I think that's going to be all for we'll play all of chapter 1. So, giving you a sense of how this plays. I like this game. It's fun. It doesn't try to be more than what it is, and yeah, I hope if the last 2 plays equals out, I hope they continue with it. I will be playing with 2 new. I love the art for this game. I agree. I will be playing with 2 new heroes today, which will be Gog and Deirdre. And for the people who saw gray plastic, I painted them. So I did a rush paint job. If you want to see what they look like close up, I put them on my Instagram, Canje Studios Instagram, so you can see them there. But I did paint. I painted the 2 from last time, Fiona and Zot, and now I painted these 2. So we're going to try out all the heroes and see how they play, and then I'll land on one that I really like. I think Kim will like this, and here's Kim in the chat. Hey, Kim. Mike, love your Street Fighter playthroughs. Nice work. Thank you. And Mike, thank you so much for the rules catch-up mistakes. I was talking to some content creator friends earlier today about that, where I made episode 3 and then I saw your comments and I deleted episode 3, and then I remade episode 3 and I added your app like on both sides of my screen, but I got too distracted with playing that I didn't do the health thing, so I got rid of that one, and now I'm going to re-record using Mike Glasswell has a channel where he has content. Go check it out; it's really good stuff. And but he created an app for Street Fighter, and the next one that y'all see for me, which I plan to record tomorrow, will be the Street Fighter one that I'll show with his app, using it properly and following the rules hookups that he did for me, where he was helping me with the rules. So thank you, Mike. I really appreciate it. Kim, I think you're gonna like GOG. So Kim, I think you're gonna like GOG if you're still there. I'm gonna show you why you will like GOG, and the next time we do a game of Palooza, I'm gonna bring this game because you're gonna like GOG a lot. All right. Before I begin, just want to say thank you to my patrons, YouTube subscribers, and if you're neither, just coming in to hang out, thank you and welcome as well. Let's go ahead, get down to the table. I need to show y'all a GOG. GOG is amazing. I like Fiona. I still like Fiona, but Kim, GOG is for you. So let's get down to the table and I'll introduce you to the characters. Okay, so I've got it all set up here for what's coming up. It looks like a lot, but it's not. Your character has some abilities. We'll go over that. I did it in the first playthrough, but we'll do it again briefly. But let me introduce the characters. And Kim, I'm going to start off with the character that you will enjoy, which is GOG. So let me get a table here and go to Cam. So I got a glare. Oh no, not a glare. I got to get rid of that glare. 1 second. 1 second. Be right back. I'm going to get rid of that glare. 1 segundo. Okay, glare gone. Haha, take that. All right, glare fix. See how quickly I fix it? Okay, there we go. So this is GOG. GOG has 10 health, and GOG has two basic actions and a shenanigan. His basic action is GOG Smash, and GOG does a burst attack, which is an AoE, that it rolls 1 die and deals 1 damage to 2 areas in front of him. So that's GOG Smash. There is GOG Take Big Step. So GOG moves 4. You may pass through foes during this move, so passing through people. GOG shenanigan is GOG Keep Going, so GOG can invigorate 1, which means that he can do a cooldown of 1 on his stuff. And if Gog gets hurt, we flip him over to his wounded side, but Gog angry. So when Gog angry, trigger, when you become wounded, you gain two boost tokens for damage as a reaction. As an action that you have on this side is Gog Crush, which melee roll 2 yellow dice against one foe, and you go away. You may push 2 on an adjacent foe and then move 3. What is... Hold on, Kim. I'm not done yet. I'm not done yet. Let me show you Gog's abilities. This is the reason when I saw Gog, I was like, yeah, this is you. So we have make room for Gog. So Gog will start with a boost token as well as a shield token, but it is a shenanigan for him to make room for Gog. In either order, you may grab an adjacent figure and push one adjacent figure. So you can actually grab somebody and throw them. So that's a 2 cooldown. There is also... this one made me laugh. Gog say hello! Look at the image! As an action, Gog can leap 3 spaces and land for an AoE damage around him, doing burst damage with 2 dice. How is this not a character for Kim? I just have to ask, how is this not a Kim character? And then there is also Gog still reach you. So Gog can grab at range 2 and then melee attack with 2 dice against one foe. Oh my gosh, this character is amazing. I'm gonna have fun tearing up with this one. Out of Gog way. So basically, melee attack 2 dice. If you do damage, that's what harm means. That means that if you do damage, you may push to the target, then you can move 2, which is kind of like you just slap him out the way and keep walking. Excellent. I expect great things, Derek. For the last upgrade from when we won, Gog comes with a bar stool, but I've changed his primary item to Whirlwind Whistle, which is as a reaction. When your attack damages 1 or more foes, you can push 2 any foes that you damage. So if I do a Gog say hello and I hit a bunch, I can then push them all with that as a reaction, and there's a cooldown on it. I also grabbed, because Gog take lot damage, Gog need potion. So I gave Gog a shenanigan of healing. You were a friend healing for 4. So that is Gog, and this is the Gog mini that I painted. So there is Gog. Gog is ready to kill. So that is Gog. Kim, that is so your character. Deirdre is, this I feel like this is probably more of a Steve character because there's healing mostly in this character. 8 health. Deirdre has Divine Strike. So range 2, roll 1 yellow die against a foe, and you may push a target. As a shenanigan, she has Graceful Step, so she can actually move as a shenanigan, which is great because on your main action you get 2 actions in 1 shenanigan. So she can move and do 2 actions instead of moving and doing 1 action. And then she has her to invigorate to catch her breath. When we flip this over, if she becomes wounded, she's not done yet. She's not dead yet. You can trigger, so when you become wounded, you gain 4 shields. You may give some or all tokens gained in this way to friends. Is that not a Steve thing? I'm just saying. I think that this is a Steve character. Divine Strike, range 2, attack 1 die, you may push. And then this time, instead of a shenanigan, it costs you an action to leap because you're limping. So it costs you that action. She is a different character on how she works. So where last time and what you saw with Gog with cooldowns, she doesn't have cooldowns. She has mana. And so this energy cost is she starts with 3, and when this runs out, it's done for the entire scenario. So she'll have 3 uses of this, which is gather around, time for a mass heal. You may move 1 each friend you may move 1 each friend, so everybody gets to move 1, right? Not close, just everybody. And then you heal 3, friends adjacent to you heal 2, and all other friends heal 1. This is such a Steve character. So there is that. So she has 3 uses of that during this scenario. She has 3 uses of Wings of Ilana. Lambaste my foes. So 3 uses of this. So she can leap 2, range 2, attack 1, basically attack 2 foes for 1 damage plus a die roll, and you may push each target that you attack. So 3 uses of that. This one just has the cooldown effect. So as an attack, so she has an attack that does AoE damage. No, I thought you. No, Steve, not Steven. So she will. So take hope. We shall prevail. Attack as burst, which means AoE, in front of her for 3, rolling 2 dice, and if she harms anything, you or a friend within range 2 gain a shield. This happens once, even if multiple targets lose fortitude, which means get hurt. So 1 person will gain a shield that you want to, and it's a cooldown of 4. So that one does cool down. It doesn't have a use. And then her final one, which does have 3 uses only, is I've come to help. She can leap, and then you or a friend within range gain a shield. So support character, big time. Out of the items that we found from unlocking, I gave her the 1-digit glove of missiles. So as a cooldown, range 5, she just deals 1 damage to 1 foe straight up. No rolls, no nothing. Just 1 damage to 1 foe and a cooldown. And she gets 2 boost tokens to start with that. Plus, since she's got all this, her secondary item, since she has all those charges, like just that amount, it says you or an adjacent friend can either invigorate 4, or I can recharge 1, which means I can gain 1 more use of 1 spell. And that's a shenanigan. As you can see, it goes away after you use the shenanigan. So that is table cam. So those are our characters that we'll be playing with this time, and this is hers. I painted her as well. So once again, you could see them online, but I painted her. Oh, let me see if I could show it. And I painted her as well, so she's there. Gog attack, Deirdre heal. That's the job. All right, so let's get into our story where we left off, right? This time we're going to scenario 3, attack on Greyport. Story time. Prologue. Attack on the Grey Market. You find yourself in the Undercity beneath the streets of Greyport, walking along a subterranean thoroughfare, fitfully lit by glowing moss, candles, and torches. The few under-citizens that you have seen on your way down below hardly seem to have noticed you, despite Zot tugging on the coarse fabric of his ill-fitted clothing and letting off a constant stream of grumbling. I just don't see why I have to wear this costume, he says. Because we have to blend in, replies Fiona. The people down here aren't going to open up to us if they think we're a bunch of nosy adventurers from the surface. Yeah, says Gurky. We gotta look the part, so that we can win the long day. You're right, says Zot. We desperately need to know more about that giant slime. My research at the Collegium indicated the thing we battled was not one of the ones native to the Undercity, but actually a distantly related oceanic species that lives in the seabeds near the gas vents. We've raised all manner of questions, said Deirdre, still looking effortlessly elegant in a shapeless brown dress and loosely knit hair wrap. For instance, how did it find its way from the ocean floor to almost the surface of Greyport? What caused it to leave its home, and are there more of them down here? Indeed, said Zot, scratching irritably at his neck, and I, for one, fear for the safety of the city and the Undercity. Until we know the answers to those questions, I just wish we could have disguised ourselves in such a way that it didn't involve me getting a nasty rash. At the back of the party, Eve raises her head. I could probably have you disguise us with illusion magic, she says, smirking through her voice is carefully neutral. Zot wheels around. Why didn't you just do it then? 2 reasons, she says, counting them off with a pair of upraised fingers. In the first, I wanted to conserve my power in case we ran into trouble. In the second, this is much more entertaining. Quiet, said Gurky. We're almost to the Grey Market, so act casual. The gray market is a bustling place, large and more varied than any marketplace on the surface, so long as you count all of the approach tunnels. Though the stalls are drab, made of bits of cast-off wooden fabric, they possess an almost endless selection of goods, from the common to the esoteric. Under-citizens jostle one another to locate bargains and necessary goods, while hawkers accost you from every corner, trying to attack, attach, attack attacked your attention to their wares. Urchins play in the crossroads between stalls, and musicians, singers, jugglers, and beggars are set up in few remaining open places in the market, performing and competing for coin from passers-by. You spread out, dividing your time between buying things that interest you and surreptitiously interviewing the inhabitants. Despite the gray market's outwardly festive appearance, you discover that the under-citizens are tense and fearful. Many of them indicate that they are studiously avoiding the outlying passages and districts of the city, especially the ones near to the harbor. Your party reconvenes at the market's great bonfire, flanked by a handful of the market's more permanent structures. You go to a cafe to eat and share what you've discovered. Well, most of you eat. Deirdre sniffs the food on her battered plate wearily and pushes it around with a delicate finger. What is this? Mushrooms, mostly, says Fiona between bites. And this? The meat? That's not to think about it, says Gurky. What we do need to think about, says Zot, as he passes the charred meat on his plate to Pookie, is that the people here have seen or heard about our other large slimes oozing up from below and digging tunnels through the bedrock. It may be coincidence that the one we fought almost reached the surface, or it may not. I wonder if the gray market starts to shake. Under-citizens scream and run in all directions, carrying armloads of goods and children. As stone dust rains from the ceiling and sections of the floor hiss and dissolve into the inky darkness. As you abandon your dishes and rush to the bonfire, you see them. From the tunnel entrances to the market pour several nightmarish-looking creatures, humanoid in shape, though much larger in size. They seem to be of a decidedly crustacean-like cast, with bony, colorful carapaces, cruel, crushing claws, and arm cannons with oozing nozzles. As they advance, a much larger, much more heavily armored and armed crab creature appears briefly in one of the passageways, winding a howling dirge from a horn shaped like a giant conch. "Destroy the cave dwellers," the impressive specimen booms. "Feast upon their bones and flesh, then onward, upward to the great temple." You lose sight of the giant crab man as his smaller brethren rush into the market, snapping at the fleeing citizens and driving them back with their arm cannons, belching putrid muck. The citizens shriek as the offspring of the deadly oceanic slime bubble up from the depths of newly formed fissures, attempting to ensnare the unfortunate under-citizens in their rubbery embrace. Fiona draws her blade. "We've got to help these people. Let's smash these crab men." "I've got daggers, not crackers and crab mallets," shouts Gurky, "but I'll do the best I can." Stop. So, read Setting Up the Gray Market on page 22 if we need to. So setting up, this is the gray market that we have, and it has health. So if we'll talk about, it has health as these things are going to start damaging it, we're going to deal with it. But just so we make sure we don't miss anything, because you know I can be terrible. So setting up the gray market, what we're going to do is we're going to first take these tokens that I've put in coin capsules, right? And we're going to give them, I haven't looked at the bottom, so they're not lettered properly. But what we're going to do is we're going to place them in these locations. And when we open these doors, it doesn't matter where we place them, but when we open these doors, we'll reveal what those things say. So they'll go there. So it says, in this scenario, you are in a race against time where you'll need to achieve objectives before the clock runs out. In scenarios like this one, you'll often be able to buy more time by completing various minor tasks across the map. For scenario 3, you need to defend the gray market by searching for specific schemers, the siege jellies, hidden throughout the map, all while trying to not be overwhelmed by the foes defending them. Reinforcements are randomized for this scenario. So you will need to take the 4-lettered randomizer tokens, shuffle them, and place one of them face down in each of the 4 buildings in the corners of the map. We'll explain how these works in the event surprise enemies below. Depending on difficulty and hero count, you may also start the scenario with a certain amount of damage already on Gray Market. I'm doing story mode, so I don't have to, there's no damage on it. I'm playing 1 to 2 player, no damage on it. But if you play 3 to 4 player, I believe there's damage on the market already. Don't forget to put a toughness token on the tracker card for each chitin brawler you deploy, which is these guys, and we'll zoom into them in a second. Continue reading the scenario book all the way to the win-lose conditions. Cool. So, setup. Place the scenario map, epic pool. Oh, I forgot the epic pool. That's important. That's the most important part of the game. What are you talking about? So, yep, epic pool. There we go. So, epic pool. Place a door token, which I have at all the door locations that are there. I just put them face down so we can all see them. Use the following to indicate how much damage is on the Gray Market. We're doing story 1 to 2 player, so no damage on starting. Prepare the following schemers. We have We have we'll have up to 7 muck launchers, up to 5 siege jellies, and up to 6 chitin brawlers potentially. So they have their abilities based on how they activate when we roll their activation die, and I'll read that when the time comes. We've got keywords. Immune to acid. The figure is unaffected by acid pools and treats them as though they were safe spaces. Is that all of them? No, only the slimes. The chitin brawlers are not immune to acid. Good to know. Immune to traps. This figure does not trigger trap tokens and treats them as though they were safe spaces. Note that Zot Wizard's Fire tokens are not traps, so that could work. They are not immune to traps, but those 2 are. So, cool. Then we're going to deploy. You've abandoned your meals, but it appears your enemies have not. The crab-like hulks are spraying living muck this way, and that while then while an undulating mass of slime eats its way through the Gray Market, melting stalls and eroding the rock. That's bad English. I just know it. Okay, so let's deploy. We've got muck launchers. That's 2 of them. 1 and 2 on A and G out here. We've got 1 chitin brawler on F. And we've got 1 siege jelly on D. And then we've got 3 traps, 2 damage traps on B, C, and E. And boom. So we've got our siege jelly here, the 2 muck launchers, the chitin brawler, who will get a token, which is a strengthened token. So let's put that on here. So you'll have 1, which means any damage you take from the first hit doesn't count, which is her job. So, and then there are 2 of these and 1 of those. All right. Cool. All right, heroes from Refresher. Heroes, take our hero stuff, play the hero cards, search for a major item and a support item, which we did. Resolve any setup flags, so that's this. I'm going to take a shield for Deirdre, and I'm going to take a boost token for Gog to start. So she'll get a shield, he'll get a boost token. And deploy your heroes on the map, which is this deployment location. So Gog-like go front, Gog-like kill, and she'll be here. I bet you anything, you know what we should do? We should just crack this door and see what's in there. So that's probably what we're going to do. Then Schemer's Notes, Kite and Brawler. They have their thing that says, how about a refreshing acid bath refers to the nearest unoccupied acid pool or trap, it means the nearest one to the brawler, not to me. And then we've got, man, we got a lot. Okay, what else we got? Acid pools, we'll talk about as we walk through it. Impassable terrain is purple. Difficult terrain is yellow. Traps are dealing 2 damage traps. Walls, it says walls separate adjacent spaces from one another and are represented by purple lines. Figures line of fire and burst templates cannot go through walls. So we knew that purple stopped like walls. You can't. I mean, Zot can, but nobody else can. Market health. To save the gray market, you'll need to defeat certain schemers and reveal each of the 4 buildings. While that's happening, the gray market will be taking damage. Depending on hero count and difficulty level, the gray market will start with some damage already on it. In addition, the gray market will take damage during the objective phase each round. The amount of damage is equal to the number of buildings that have yet to be. The amount of damage is equal to the number of buildings that have not yet been revealed. So we have to. Oh, okay, gotcha. Siege jellies may also cause damage to the gray market depending on their scheme. If the gray market takes damage greater than its fortitude, the heroes lose. Opening doors. Doors are removed automatically when a hero enters the space. After doors open, remove all other doors from that building. There are 4 buildings, and a building's door spaces are marked with the same color door icon. If a hero or companion is forced into a door space by a schemer ability, remove the door and reveal the building. A schemer cannot be forced onto a door by schemes or abilities. Pookie, illusions, and other allies or tokens controlled may not enter spaces containing doors. When a door is revealed, we're going to flip this over and do what it says, but do and deploy in the room here, depending on which door we opened up. Our lose condition. The players lose if any hero is defeated or if the gray market is defeated. Our win condition, the players win if it's the objective phase, all buildings have been revealed, and all siege jellies have been defeated. So we don't have to beat everything else, we just got to beat the siege jellies. Read the event description in the walkthrough. Read the event description in the walkthrough, then begin the game. If it's the combat phase and a player reveals a building, resolve the surprise enemies. To win, you'll need to resolve the event 4 times, once for each of the buildings, then defeat all the siege jellies. Okay, my god. Alright. You will reveal buildings by moving your hero onto the various door tokens scattered across the map. When you enter a space containing a door token, pause the turn, remove the token, and okay, so it's just telling us what to do. Okay, it's just telling us what to do. Schemers can't go through doors. We can leap over stuff, we can evade, we can do a bunch of stuff. Alright, we're ready. We're ready to begin. Let's do it. Let's do it. Alright, so we're going to grab, and these are the, if you're looking to, what makes me angry is that these sizes are just too big. They're just too big to fit in the regular, larger, the 36 millimeter coin capsules, so I had to get these 46s to fit them, and they do fit very well, but they're just big. So we take her main, her partial, Gog's main, Gog's partial. We've got red, we've got yellow, we've got gray. It's all going in the bag. It's all going in the bag. And we're gonna mix it up. Oh my gosh, that's loud. That is so loud. Who's going first? Shablowy. Gog's main action. So on Gog's main action, Gog can take 2 actions and a shenanigan. So, Gog go in room, and then Gog may leap. So let Gog do move. So Gog is going to move. You may pass through foes. So let's do his first action is going to be, and you'll have that and that. His first action is going to be to move. So he's going to move 1, pause. Oh, and I forgot to roll for the enemies. Let me roll for the enemies. It even says it right here. Invigorate, roll scheme dice. Sorry, one at a time. Muck launcher. Axe. Siege jelly. Axe. Oh, it doesn't matter. They're going to do the same thing. And kite and brawler, flame thingy. Okay. All right, so 1, pause, remove doors. Flip over thing. It is a C. So C's deploy is a muck launcher 3. 4 is going to go on C and D. We've got a kite and brawler on B. Oh, if you put this siege jelly on G. Where's G? Where's G? I can't see it. I can't see it. Is it there? Okay, I gotta move these. where's G? I can't see it. This is C, so it should be a siege jelly on G and then traps on A, E, and F. Where is G? Am I blind? Are y'all seeing G? There's a G over here. A G here. How are you supposed to do that? It's randomized where they are. So traps go on A, E, and F. A, E, and F. Mucks are on C and D. Kite and Dude on B. And a siege jelly is supposed to be in this room on G. Let's see what it says. When a building is revealed, do the following. Pause the game, remove all doors, reveal that building's randomizer token, and reinforce the building with the matching deployment table listed below. Some buildings do not have all of the lettered spaces found on the deployment table. Do not deploy on missing letters. Continue the combat phase where you left off. So no jelly. So you get another one of those. And 2 more of these. And that's it. Cool. All right. So that was C. And I was still moving 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then my other action, which I'll hit cooldown, is Gog say hello. Hoo-ah! So Gog say hello. Do I want to do that? I don't think I want to. Because that seems unnecessary. If you... I can do my shenanigan. I'll do my shenanigan. Now, but that's grab 1. This range 2 grab, then melee attack, which would get negated. It'd be fun to do a Gog say hello. That would be beautiful, but we have a mission. We have a timer, right? So instead, let's see, what are you doing? You're moving 2, but you're range attacking, which is bad. What are the slimes doing? The slimes are moving 2 and range attacking. And we got to get to those doors, right? So when I open the door instead of moving there, so that was... Ooh, I could overwhelm myself. This could be bad. Let's do it. So that was 1, right? My turn. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'll open this door. And maybe I might get a Gog say hello in this one. So we'll flip this over. This is B. Is there a G in that room? There is not a G. So we're doing a 1 muck launcher. It's going to be so bad on A. We're doing a kite and brawler on D. I'm going to die. A siege jelly on G. There's no G in this room, so we ignore it. And traps for days. We've got traps on B, E, and F. Nothing on C. All right, so I could do. So we got 2 open. If I come over here, I could do a thingy. 1, 2, 3, and it's a leaping 3. 1, 2, 3, and then I could shenanigan and throw it into something. Yeah, I like that idea. So I'm gonna do a Gog say hello. 3 cooldown for a flying leap. 1, 2, 3. Doing that, I'm gonna roll 2 dice. So that is 3 damage, and I get a boost die. So that's gonna be 3 damage to number 2. Then I'm going to use my shenanigan as a cooldown to grab. No. It would be 1, 2, 3. Yeah. I'm going to use my shenanigan to invigorate, knocking this down to 2. Oh, no. I could do a reaction. Let me do the reaction. So I did damage. When you damage a foe, I can push that foe 2. Oh, but it would be in a specific direction. I need 3. I need 3 to get you there. I could shenanigan you to push you 1. That's what I could do. I can shenanigan you to push you 1. And then I can reaction and push you 2. Boom, boom, trap. And that's 2 more damage for 5. And that's Gog's turn. That was fun. Okay. Who's next? Shablow. Yellow. The Siege Jelly. So it says, range 2, attack 2, 1 foe. If no foe was attacked, deal 1 damage to Greyport. This is a purple. How's that? How's the impact? The fire is impassable. These spaces block movement and attacks. No figure may enter these spaces, nor may tokens be placed on these spaces. Line of fire may not be drawn through these spaces. So you actually can't hit here, so you will hit Greyport. So Greyport will take 2 damage. 2 damage. Okay. Shablow, Gray. So these are a lot of mucks about to do some damage. Here we go. So muck number 1, they're going to move 2. 1, and that's a 2 move space. Sorry, dude, that's where you stop. And yours is range 2, you don't hit anybody. 2 will move 1, 2, you are within range 2. And you're going to attack the foe for 2. I'll use the shield to block that 2 damage so I don't take any. 3, you're not immune to traps. Oh, yes, you are. You're immune to traps. So you could do 1, 2, and then you're not at range 2, so that's not going to work. 4, you'll move here, and then you'll attack, which I'll use my shield to block. 5, where's 5? 5's over here. 5 is going to move 1, 2, but you have no line of sight, so we're good. And that is them. Here we go. Did Derek just say Leroy Jenkins? Of course I did. Bloom! Gog's partial. All right, partial Gog. Gog partial. I don't have this GOG say hello would be fun. So my partials either an action or a shenanigan. I'm going to do an action. So where I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm not going to open up that doorway. That's my action. Who we got? Blow! Deirdre's main action. All right. Okay, you need to move. So you're going to use your shenanigan to move 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's your shenanigan. You got 2 actions now. We can do this to leap 2. And I can draw a line of sight to that thing. So let's, and push a target. Are you immune to traps? You are. You suck. It says you may push, but I think I might have to do this. So I'm going to use 1 charge of this to go down to 2, to leap 2, 1, 2. So I do have line of sight to you now. I roll an attack within range 2 of 1 die. Doing 1, I can attack 2 foes. Biscuits. That seems like a waste. But I need that move. I need that move, so I have to do it. So 1, it'll do 1 damage. I'm targeting that one. I am going to roll the boost die. And that's 4 damage. I'm going to boost it with this to make it 5. Yeah, add 1 damage, so 5 damage. So I'm going to put 5 damage on you. And then I have 1 more action, which I'm going to shoot you for 2 with that. And I'll put you at 6 of 14. All right. All right. Deirdre's. All right, so let's go ahead and just do another. Let's do another attack. I should have done this instead of the 4, or this. I should have done this instead of this, but that's okay. Let's go ahead and just do an attack. 2 damage, so pretty good. I'm gonna boost it, make it 3, so you're at 9 of 14. I want you dead. All right, here we go. Final. Can you use more than 1 boost token? This. It looks like it says discard this token after. Let me check. Red's going last. Let me check the rules on that, my friend. Boost. A damage boost token is a type of power that you may use to increase the damage of your attack. If a hero attacks, then after determining damage, usually rolling dice, that hero may discard any number of boost damage. Yes. Yes, you can do. I have Brian saying. What? I don't know what's happening. Okay, so Red's turn. Red is going to eat sludge, soft skin, move 2 towards the foe, and then deal 1. Ooh, so you're going to move here, and you're going to deal 1 damage to Deirdre, which will hit her, and she does take harm, so it's going to splash 1 damage onto GOG. Then you are not immune to traps, so your 2 movement will just put you here. Same with you, and that's it. Okay, bag empty. So bag empty. Check acid pool damage. Nobody's on acid. That's funny. Deal 1 damage to Greyport Market for each building that hasn't been revealed. 2. So that goes to 4. Check for objectives and win condition. And then we invigorate abilities. Nothing here. This is going to go to 1, 2, 2. Roll scheme dice. So muck launcher. you're going to do whatever. I really shouldn't roll for you, it doesn't matter. And you're going to do this again. Then refill the draw bag. Shuffle it up nice and good. Shablow. Woohoo! All right, things are coming up, Canje. Here we go. So how much do I have to hit you for? So 9. So I have to hit you for what? 8 damage? Opening that door is going to be bad. So I think we should kill the jelly, then I could shenanigan move you. So let's this, I don't want to waste this. We're going to she is not that strong. She's strong with this, but I need to be in AoE to do it. I think I am going to do this. So I'm going to shenanigan move me here, not opening a door. And then I'm going to use this that'll hit the cooldown to do a burst attack, just hitting it for 2. And hopefully I can hit it. So I do 3 damage to it, which puts it at 6. And it says if I harm it, you or a friend in range 2 gains a shield. So I'm going to give a shield to myself. She could take it. And then I got one more action, which I'm just going to use a regular attack. Oh, and I do get a boost. And then I got one more action, which I will use the boost die on. That is 3 more. So it's 12, 13, 14. That kills you. You're dead. All right, so you die. And that is her, that's all her stuff. Shablow! Gog's partial action. Time to Gog open door. Gog mad. So Gog is going to, oh man, I wish I had my leap. So Gog's going to use his action to move 4. Tick, 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 tick. 1, remove all doors. Reveal D. D says we get another muck launcher. 2 of them on A and B. A and B. 4. Oh, that's all of them. Okay. 2, 5, 6, 7. We're not going to kill any of them. That's not our job. That's not our job. So they're all out. So we've got a kite and brawler on C. A siege jelly on G, which is there. And lots of traps. All right, so we've got a trap on D, E, and F. Okay, so that was 1. Gog say hello would be so perfect right now. Who would be so perfect? How much damage do I take from acid pools? See if it's worth it for Gog to just go all ham. Acid pools deal 3 damage. No, that'd be bad. 3 damage is bad. So that's 1. 2, 3. And that's my that's my partial action. I can't go anywhere else, but that's where I'll go. That's a lot of damage to take. Here we go. Go ham! I'm gonna be doing a lot of healing. Shablow, yellow. You. So you're gonna attack a foe, and if you can't, gray marker would deal damage. So 2 damage to Gog, going to 3 health. That's all that you are doing. You're the only yellow. Next up, reds. All right, so each sludge evildoer. So let's start with 1. You're gonna move 1, 2, because that's difficult terrain. You'll do 1, 2, 1, 2. You don't need to move. You will attack, range 3, 1 damage. I can't block it, so I'm going to take 4 of 10. Okay. And that's it. There's no splash damage to hit me, and that's all of them. The slimes is what I'm worried about. Here we go. Shablow. Oh, man. Oh, man. This is what I was worried about. Okay, you're going to move 2. 1, 2. And you are not within range. You can move here, so you could do 1, but you can't see around. It's 2. Can't hit me. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. And then those 2 are going to attack me. So range 4, attack 2, 1 foe, put traps all around them. Cool. So this is not good. Gog might get hurt. Gog's going to take 4 more damage. 8 of 10. And trap here and trap here. Oh no. Okay. Yep, that's not looking good. Well, all the enemies have gone, so Deirdre's partial turn. I needed it to be Gog first. Deirdre, you might have to split the party here. Greyport can take another damage. We've got C, B, so A's left. There's a siege jelly in that room, all the way at the back, but I need both of you to break through that door for it. Deirdre has a move 4. She can get in the room this way. 1, 2, 3, and that is her partial. Then Gog's main turn is the final turn. Gog is going to heal as a shenanigan to heal 4. I need my AoE. Gog is going to grab a foe at range 2, so we'll do this. Range 2, grab a figure. Hey, you, come here. I shouldn't have moved her in the room. I should have thought about that. But I pull him out of the room, range 2, and then I attack him for 2. Because Gog is awesome. That's 3 damage to you. Good sir. And then I have 1 more action. Yeah, I'll push him up. Well, the turns are over, so Deirdre doesn't need to do anything. Instead, I'll I'll just do a... I have a plan. Let me invigorate 1. Not that one. Maybe this one? Actually, I was 3. I should have spent these 2, sorry. So I'll spend those 2 to make it 5. So that's 5 of 14. Then... Yep. That's the plan. So then my last action I'm going to use out of Gog Way. I'm going to attack you for 2. 2. So that puts you at 7. 7. And then it says, if I harm it, you may push 2, and then you may move 2. I'm going to push you. Oh, I can't stand on that trap. It's right behind me. Yeah, I'm not pushing you. Because it's not leap move, it's just regular move. So that's where we'll be. Okay. All that's done. Check the acid pool damage. Nobody's in an acid pool. Deal 1 damage to the market, so 1 damage there. This is going to 5. And check the objectives. Invigorate. You're going to go to 3. 1, free, 1, 2, and 2. Then roll scheme dice. Claw. Fire. Okay. All right. Ah, man. Come on, game. Give me Deirdre first. Give me Deirdre first. Blam! That is not Deirdre first. Attack a foe, which would be Gog. So Gog will take 2. And that's it. Next up. Gog's partial. Why? Traps are just like perfect for you. Let's see, what can I do? I'm going to use my shenanigan to invigorate. What am I pulling? What am I pulling? Gog's main action. Ho ho! Ho ho ho! Okay, so we are going to we're going to do Gog say hello. So that's the reason why I cooled it down, folks. So we'll do that. Yeah, I want both my attack actions and my shenanigans. So we're going to do that, and we're hitting everybody around me for 2. Actually, yeah. Before I do that, before I say Gog say hello, I'm going to do my shenanigan, putting it on the 2 cooldown to grab this guy and put him on this trap, blowing it up. He'll take 3 damage, but because you're supposed to be at 4, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4. But because he had that toughness token, that damage is absorbed, so that Gog say hello can be Gog say hello. So this is removed from 4, and now I could do Gog say hello. So that's my shenanigan in first action. 2 damage to everyone. So you will go to 9, 2, and number 6. I'll go to 2. Then my next action is Gog's just going to attack because that's what Gog knows how to do. I'm going to do my Gog smash with this die. 3 damage, putting you at 12. Come on! Gog is looking rough. Alright. Who's up? Deirdre's main action. Okay, so Deirdre can move 1 and see that thing, right? So she can shenanigan and move here. She is then going to shoot. First shot. Shoot your shot, baby. 1 damage. That is 13. So we kill it on the next one, but let's see if we can get it one more time. Yep, and we'll gain that die, but it will kill this thing. 2 more damage on the yellow fellow. Yes, I did. I thought I did. I did the 2 damage on him to... Oh! I didn't! You're right! He should have been... So I should have 1 more action. You're right. I should have 1 more action. To which I will use this. You're absolutely right. Gather the masses around me. I'll move... My friends can move 1. I'm stupidly surrounded. My friends can't move 1. I can move 1. My friends can move 1, and then I can heal you for 2. So I am going to move here for 1. You'll move here. Let's make it more difficult for them to get at me. And then I can leap. I can move where I need to. So I'll move there, and then I'll heal for 3. And you are adjacent to me is 2, and 1 away is just 1. So you'll go from 2, basically 5. And that's my second action. Thank you. So there's not really much left to do. The enemies are going to start activating. So gray. 2 an attack, right? And you're immune to traps. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3 can't get at me. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and that's it. Next up, Deirdre's thingamadoohickey. So these guys are the only ones that haven't gone yet, which is good. Deirdre needs to open that door because that's the end of it. So I think she may make him move. I can attack 2 foes, give a little bit of breathing room, and I could push that guy if I want to. Leap 2, attack 2 foes, and push 2, and I could push you onto that trap. Because traps are 2 damage. If I want, or I could leap 3 and give Gog a shield. But he has to be in range 2, so that's not going to work. This might be my bet. I can pop the door and attack 2 people. I think that's the move. I'm going to use this. Leap 2. 1. Pause, open doors. And this is A, of course. So we've got, I'm out of muck launchers, so we don't launch any. We do have kite and brawlers on D. And we've got a siege jelly on G. And lots more traps. Whose house is this? B, E, and F. B, E, and F. And that was 1, 2 here. And then I'm going to attack 2 foes using this die, and I'm dealing 1 damage to both of them automatically. Explosion! So that is 5 damage to both of them. You would not take any damage because you had that stupid strength token, so it goes away. But you will take 5 damage for sure. And then it says you may push each target 2. Let me see how pushing works, because I'll throw that bastard into two traps and an acid pool if I can. Push. Move the target X spaces further away from the pushing figure. The target moves from one occupied space to the next, interacting with each of the spaces. Each space move must be one space further away So that would be diagonal, not further away. So nope. And I'm not pushing. Well, maybe I might push you because Gog might say hello, so I will push you there. All right. Good turn. Good turn. Then finally we know it's the red. So we just need to kill him and we win. So let's see if we can live that long. Red, number 1 first. You're going to move 2 here, and then you're range 3ing. Can't hit anybody. Number 2, 1, 2, 1 as far as you can go. 4, you're within range to hit me for 1, so God goes to 6. And you're going to hit Deirdre, who is going to block that bad boy. Not worry about it. Deirdre's pristine. All right, so that ends that. Invigorate ends the round. Check for acid pools. Nobody's on an acid pool. All buildings have been revealed. No more damage to the gray market. Objective isn't done. There's 1 left. Then we go to invigorate all abilities. So you'll go to 2, 1, 2, free, 1, and 1. Roll scheme dice. Claw. Flame. And we go back to the bag. Yeah, I know. I just need to kill that thing and then survive the round. Here we go. Who's first? Shablau, yellow. Range 2. Nobody, so Greyport's going to suffer damage going to 6. Oh, Deirdre. Okay. Deirdre has to use everything she's got. So Deirdre's shenanigan could be a move 4. She just can't end her turn. So she'll do 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we're going to do action like nobody else's business. Actually, I could do a leap 3 and give myself a shield. Instead of doing the 4... Oh, I'll do this shenanigan instead. Do leap 3 and give myself a shield. Then my actions are going to be... She's going to attack. Yeah, all I've got's 1 rolls here. I could do this. Range 2, attack 2 foes. I mean, can't wait. Let's do this one first. She can't do both, so let's do this one first. Just 1 damage, going to 6. And then she'll do this using that up, moving here. And then she's going to attack 2 foes. 1 doing 1 automatic damage. Come on, man. This game will not give me anything. 2 on number 5. So that was 2 actions in her shenanigan. She's done. Gog's main action. Gog, do you have anything that's leap? No, you don't. Gog might have to take that 3 damage. I need him in that room. But I put him at 9. Oh, it says you may pass through foes during this move, so Gog can do that. So first action is going to be to move 4 going through. 1, 2, 3. That's as far as you can get. Gog's going to invigorate. And then Gog is going to do this lovely thing of Gog still reach you. Come here! Putting you over here. And then I'm going to attack you for 2 dice. So you enjoy this. And I'll get that, and that's 2 damage, putting you at 4. So it's an invigorate shenanigan, an attack, and a move. I'm done. Oh, and when I do damage, I can push you 2. Ooh, I could put you here instead and push you onto that trap. Yes. 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 I'll have you here instead, and I'll push you onto this trap, which is 2 damage, which kills you. Yes. Okay. Gog do well. Deirdre. All right, so all you've got's that attack. So let's do it, and I'll be rolling this die. Explosion on the black die. Ho, 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 boy. So that's 1, 2, that's 5 total. So what's that? That's 5. Take this to 1, take that to 6. It's 1 away from the win. Are you kidding me? Ah! 1 away from the win. Okay. All that's left is Gog's and everyone else's. Come on, come on, Gray. All right, here we go. What are you doing? Move 2, attack 2. 1, and you got range 2 to me. So you attack me for 2. That's 6, 7, 8, 2. You attack me for 2. Gog is wounded. And when Gog is wounded, Gog angry. Gog gets 2 power tokens. All right. 3. 1, 2, 4. 1, 2, 5. 1, 2. 6 doesn't need to move. You attack Gog for 2 damage. Live, Gog, live! 7, 1, 2, not within range. Oh boy, I could cry. Here we go. Red's turns. So red is moving 2. Range 3. 1, 2, 3. You can hit Gog for 1 damage. Gog goes to 3. You only moving 2 here. 1, 2. 1, 2. So close. And Gog. Gog is going to. You may push to an adjacent foe. Gog's got to move. Oh, and I'm supposed to. Sorry, I'm supposed to put this on cooldown. Gog has got to move. Yep, Gog's going to move with this action. So move 3. 1, 2, 3. All right. Final round. One way or another, this is the final round. So, let's see. Check for acid pools. No acid pools. Deal 1 damage to gray market for each building that hasn't been revealed. Check objectives. Then invigorate. This goes to 1. Free. 1, 2, and 2. Roll scheme dice. Claw. Oh dear. This is it. Here we go. Gog's partial. Either one's fine. This is kind of the end of the road, right? So let's do out of Gog way. Rolling 2 dice. I can move 2. There's nowhere really to move. So I don't need to do out of Gog way. I could just do Gog crush. Gog crush. 1, 2, 3, 4. Goodbye. All right, we just need to survive the round. So Gog will then, so that was it. That's all Gog could do. That was his partial. Gray, here we go. Gray is moving 2, attacking range 2. 1, 2. Make it hit both of us. I'm going to have it attack Deirdre. She's going to block that. 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 5, 1, 2, 6, 1, 2, 7, 1, 2. I think we did it. I think we did it. Oh no, the other one's a move 3. I lied. Gog's turn. All right, well, Gog's gonna move to the back wall. So, out of Gog, you go away. Gog's gonna move there, and that's all Gog's gonna do. We're just hiding out in the corner until this is over. Gog fulfill purpose. Deirdre's partial. Deirdre is going to move here. Actually, no, let's do some healing, right? Let's do some healing. Deirdre's going to do this. She's going to heal herself for 3. She's going to heal Gog for 2. And then she's going, oh, and that's her partial. That's it. Red. Red is going to move 3 and then melee. And then start setting traps. So 1, 2, 3. Attack one foe. You can't. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I think we did it, folks. I think we did it. Yellow is dead. And then finally, Deirdre's main. And we're done. So, check for acid pool damage. No body. Deal 1 damage. Nope. Check for objectives. We won. Woo! All right. Let's go back to our story. So we'll do that. And go to the epilogue. Here we go. You survey the broken wreckage of several market stalls. The oozing puddles of slime remains and the splintering carapaces of the crabmen. Though the damage to the gray markets is extensive, you are pleased to know that your timely arrival and intervention has saved the lives of the under-citizens trapped here by the terrifying sea creatures. As you explore the now deserted market, you are concerned to discover that there seem to be far fewer corpses of oceanic creatures here than there were living oceanic creatures in the initial attack. I didn't see the biggin after the fight started, says Fiona, echoing everyone else's concerns. The chatty one. Anyone see him? Did we get him? I don't think so, no, says Zot, and I'm worried about that. He seems to be their leader. Deirdre's eyes go wide with shock. Do you remember what he said about pressing onward towards the Great Temple? Maybe that's where he and his followers are going. We need to warn them. Gerke points towards an inconsequential-looking cavern entrance, indistinguishable from many others around the Grey Market. This way, he shouts. I know a shortcut. Unlock the following from the vault. New items. So we've got 2 new items. Whoopsies. 2 new items, 26 and 27 in the vault. So 26 is the cloak, and 27, some brass knuckles. Who do you think is getting the brass knuckles? I'm just throwing that out there. Yeah. The cloak might be good. I think I'm gonna hang on to Deirdre. It gives her an evade, but I think I'm gonna I'll hang on to what she has. But who do you think's getting that? Just, yeah, no. Anyway, so how did we do? About an hour, so we can do the next one. All right, so let's go to 4. And then we'll reset up. So let's do this. And go to number 4. Deirdre gets the brass knuckles for sure. That'd be hilarious. Okay, so you hurtle down the Undercity subterranean tunnels, pursuing the giant crabman who seems to be the leader of this underground assault against Greyport. True to his word, Gurky takes you on the most direct path from the Grey Market's massive cavern to the place in the Undercity that stands beneath the Great Temple. As you travel, it becomes clear that you heard the Crabman's threat correctly. For the closer you get to your goal, the more signs you see of the sea creature's infestation. Brackish pools of salt water have settled in low places in caverns and hallways. Bright tracks of phosphorescent slime, no doubt left behind by the giant oceanic oozes, stretch out into the distance, light your way, and the air grows thick with heat and a sour, acidic smell. It's just up ahead, says Gurky, a touch breathless. He vaults over a puddle of slime that shimmers and bubbles on a patch of the bedrock floor and leads you through an opening into a massive chamber beyond. By goddess! Shouts Deirdre, raising her holy symbol in a warding gesture. The chamber is the largest one you've yet seen in the Undercity, brightly lit by the long-duration light spells impregnated into its walls and by the glowing fluid bodies of the oozes that slip and slither around the room. Holding up the ceiling of the chamber are 4 pillars of cyclopean size and construction, clearly wrought by dwarven hands. Each pillar bears the symbol and carved scriptures of one of the Greyport gods. This is it, shouts Gurky, pointing up. The temple is right above us. Behold, the power of the sea, dry landers, booms a voice. In the distance, surrounded by a protective cordon of slime, the giant crabman regards you with a contemptuous grimace. This is but the first wave of many as the ocean rises against you, and its power is great enough to wash even your gods away. The waves that follow. Oh, wow, says Deirdre, looking up at the 4 huge pillars with a look of rapturous awe on her face. These pillars are engraved with all of the scriptures to the great 4 divinities of Greyport. I didn't even know this was down here. Thank you, Gurky. This is truly wondrous. The giant crabman sputters. Are you Drylanders even listening to me? Eve rolls her eyes. Look, you have to understand. We have heard megalomaniac speeches before, so we get it. The giant crabman clacks one of his claws in irritation. Do you not see the terrors that will soon afflict you? The seas will batter your dry and dusty city in a storm unending until you and all your horrid works are washed clean from the surface of the land. Nice imagery, sniffs Eve, but not very original. I'll award you a 5.5 out of 10. The giant crabman blinks at your party in disbelief. I love this story. I'm going to enjoy destroying you. At that, the creature raises its small claw and large conch shell that it grips between its pincers to its mouth. It blows a note that echoes off the walls of the chamber so loud that the temple's 4 support columns ring out an answering call. The walls begin to shudder as, in places, circular sections of acid-eaten stone erupt out onto the chamber floor. For these perfectly round holes pour in not only a seemingly endless supply of oozes, great and small, but also great pressurized gouts of noxious, glowing slime, shouts Fiona. The slime splashes down in mighty torrents, fizzing, hissing, and dissolving everything it touches. In a few moments, there will be only a few areas of the chamber floor that are barren of slime, so you know that you will need to hurry if you are to make your way across. As you move to confront your foe, the oozes, jiggling with an intensity you have not yet seen, converge on the 4 great pillars, swarming up the stonework and beginning to dissolve it with their caustic juices. Ew. Sounds kind of perverted. We need to get to the pillars, shout Deirdre. If those supports fail, rest assured, we're not going to let that happen, says Zot, pointing at a few spots of the floor that are still clear. Get to the pillars. Stop that slime. Pookie acts before his master can finish speaking, hopping off Zot's shoulder and bouncing from bare spot to bare spot, drawing ever nearer to the hideous creatures on the nearest pillar. As you ready your weaponry and shout a desperate battle cry, the giant crabman throws back his head and replies with a gout of mocking laughter. Set up scenario 4. Check the walkthrough on 23. Okay. All right, scenario 4 is going to be interesting. So scenario 4 combines all of the lessons you've learned up to now. You will now be facing against time as you try to save the map from destruction. Like in scenario 3, as well as destroying terrain to access new areas and fighting a big scary monster like in scenario 2. Let's set up the map and go over the final new wrinkles. All right, so let's clear this. We're probably going to have a lot of slimes. Lots and lots and lots of. There's a lot of traps in this one. This market's dangerous. Why are there traps in people's houses? Anyway. Pull them off, and we're going to flip this over. It's sinking feeling, so that's that one. Okay. All right, so we've got lots of foes coming up. So I'm just going to have to make a little bit of room, pull you down. I'm going to move you somewhere in a second. Okay, so everybody heals up. I get all my spells back. You're full of healed. Everything's ready for you. And I'm switching your whistle for the brass knuckles. Okay, so let's see what we're dealing with. So we've got so many books. There we got walls. Walls, walls, walls. On the door spaces here. These are destructible walls. Here. There. And there. So those are destructible walls that we're going to be setting up. So place scenario map, epic pool, place 2 space long gravel walls on each of the double wide door spaces. This will create 5 destructible doors on the map. Use the following table to place as indicated on the temple foundation. We're playing 2 players, so no damage starts there. All right, prepare the following schemers. So we're going to have a lot of things. We're going to have a lot of things. There will be 4 blues. So let's clear these. All right, you're going to have, once again, you'll have 7 of those mucks, potentially. We'll have 4 of these. So 4, 3, 2, 1. There will be 6 of these. So let's just space these out and get the 6 out there. And I'm just going to put them out now. That doesn't mean that that's how many there are, right? But just in case, let's just set it up so I'm not shifting stuff around when it gets hectic. And there's going to be 5 of these bastards, all right, potentially. Okay. And everyone's immune to everything. Thank you. Thank you, game. Okay. Then finally, deploy the following schemers to the map. These spaces are alphabetical clockwise around each of the map. What? Wait. Blah, 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 blah. Finally, deploying the following schemers to the map. These spaces are alphabetically clockwise around the edge of the map. So we've got oozing fauna. I only have 4 of them, so oh, it's only 4 of them. And there are. You might be a boss. You look like a boss, so I'm gonna hang on to you. All right, so you will be blue, but I'll just lay flat. So where are we? So oozing fauna on U. Oozing fauna on W. And oozing fauna on Z. So they're hitting the pillars. Gotcha. Okay. Keywords, big bad, which is here. If this figure would gain debuff tokens, it instead gained one fewer token of that type, which is the weaken from the brass knuckles. Uh-oh. Can y'all still see me? Can y'all still hear me and see me okay? My computer just did a weird blink. Everything's looking green, but I don't know if y'all can still see me. Let's see. Immobile. A feature with immobile never moves. If an effect would cause it to be moved, it instead remains where it is. Immune to traps. Resistant. As long as this figure has a shield token or a toughness token, it does not trigger traps. It does not trigger traps and treats them as though they were safe spaces. Awesome. So now you got the resistant number. Oh, you can't? Okay, thank you. All right, and then we talk about Zot's Fire more again, and then we deploy to the entrance chamber. We're deploying a hardened slime, which is the gray ones. They just keep changing their name. So we're deploying a hardened slime to E. Lots of E's. Every E? Before we do, let's read this. The laughing crab king disappears in the cavern. You're confronted by massive slimes and snapping pincers standing between you and the eroding pillars. All right, so it says deploy to E and F, a gelatinous brute. A gelatinous brute and a hardened slime. And that's it. But I don't know, is it every E or just one E? It's a lot of E's. There's E's here, 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 and here. So let's see what the scenario book says. Some schemers in this scenario have leap, so they can pass over difficult spaces without penalty. Yeah, we're not done yet. And it's not telling me how to set that up. Is it every E space? It doesn't say. Heroes, difficulty, the spaces. So let's keep reading, see what it says. Chitin Guard do not use scheme dice. They simply use the same scheme every round. The Chitin Guard movability is not part of the harm effect above it. Okay. Oozing Fauna. To save the Great Temple, you'll need to defeat all of the Oozing Fauna, then defeat the Crab King. The Temple Foundation will take damage from the Oozing Fauna. The Foundation may have also started the scenario with some damage depending on the hero count and difficulty. Whenever an Oozing Fauna acts, it will damage the Temple Foundation unless it is weakened, i.e. it has one or more weakened tokens. If the Temple Foundation takes damage greater than or equal to its fortitude, the players lose. Okay, so the players lose if any hero is defeated or the Temple Foundation is defeated. Our objective is to reveal all rooms and defeat all Oozing Fauna. So I guess it's in our starting room. E and F. Otherwise it wouldn't make sense. Okay. Gotcha, that makes more sense. Okay. Oh Lord. There's so many horrible things to come. Okay. Let's start this party, right? Let's light this candle. So we'll do that. Flip you back over. You got your 3 back. You're good. You're gonna start with 1. You gain 2. You're gonna get a shield from that. Do I get to claim 2 spots on the hero trees? Okay, sweet. So, Gog, you're gonna you take a lot of damage. You're gonna get a shield, and we'll give you an evasion token. Actually, 2 shields. We'll give you 2 shields. That'll be good for you. Shield up, my lady, my man. You're going nuts. You are going to get... I think power up is the name of your game. So you're going to get 2 power. We're going to try to see how much burst damage I can make you do. I must be off the bed. I'll catch chapter 4 tomorrow. All right, Brian, take care. Thank you for joining. All right, so we take 2 on there. And everything else we're good. We got everything else we need. Cool. Okay. We need to roll initiative dice. Slime. Oozing fauna. And gelatinous brute. X. Then I need to make sure I got gray, red, yellow. I just need blue. And blue. We're ready to party. Oh, no, we're not. We're not on the board. You'll start here. Let Deirdre start here because she can move 4 and break that thing open so we could get to number 3. I think this might be a party split thing. Well, let's see what happens. Deirdre's partial. Her partial... Her partial will just be to shoot this wall. How much health do walls have? 1 health. Okay, so her partial is just going to be to shoot that wall. 2 damage, and I gain an epic die. So this wall is destroyed. This is the lower passage. So we're doing a chitin guard and a gelatinous brute. Brute and a chitin guard on 2 chitin guards, D and F, and a gelatinous brute on E. F and D. All right, we're going to rush in there and beat that if we can get a turn to do it. So that was her partial. This is going to be hard. Here we go. Gray is going first, which is that 1 slime. It's going to move 3 and attack for 2. It doesn't need to... oh, melee. It does have to move. And then it will attack for 2. Goggle block it. That's the only slime about. Gog's main action. Can you get there? 1, 2, 3, 4. You can burst damage it from where you are. Yeah, that can work. So action 1, 2, 3, 4. And then he's going to use his Gog Smash. It hits 2 spaces up to 2 spaces away. I am going to use this. It's 1 die roll. That's 3. We'll make it a 4. So that's 4 damage on number 3. So that's my 2 actions. I have a shenanigan. Nothing I could really do presently. Not the best of turns. Blue's turn. Blue is the oozing. If this figure is not weak, can deal 1 damage to the temple. So that's 3 damage. 1, 2, 3. Then range 2, attack a foe for 1. I'll take the damage. I'll take the hit. And that's it. Red's turn. Range 3. attack one foe, and then place this figure in the next space. Then move 3 to wounded foe, or if no foe was wounded, then the foe with the least remaining fortitude. So you attack range 3, then you move 1, 2, 3. You're not in range. You're not in range. We're good. You do not move to the wounded foe. Deirdre. Shenanigan. 1. Oh, should she head to that one? And let Gog finish this one off? It's almost dead. I think we just have to run. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then she will... Yeah, she's here. 1, 2, 3. He's in the way. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then she could leap 1, 2 and attack both of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then she will do this, taking this down to 2 for her action to move 1, 2 because she's flying. And she's going to attack 2 targets, dealing 1 damage, 3 damage. You will lose, you are number 2, you'll lose this. You are dead, which is what we needed to do. So you're dead, and then she has 1 more action. Let's see. She is going to... What's disappointing in her is that her movement is not an action. Her movements are all shenanigans. So... Honestly... How much health do you have? 8? Let me see if I kill number 2, because that just sounds like fun. Actually, I'll blow up this wall so we can start running. There's a lot of stuff that could come at us. Range 5, box 1, fire. So we put that down there. This is destroyed. We revealed the back passage. We're gonna have a hardened slime, 2 hardened slimes on E and H. There is a Chitin Guard on F. And a Gelatinous Brute in G. We enjoy shenanigans. So that unlocks that. And that is her turn. What do we got? Yellow. Yellow. Oh boy, yellow's gonna do some stuff. Yellow's a coming. Heal 2 damage to a friend in range 2 and melee 2 to 3 foes. Well, that's as far as you can go. And you will do 1, 2. You will do 1, 2. And then you will hit her for how much? For 2 damage? Boy, her having a shield would have been great. Great. But she's going to take 2 damage. Uh-oh. Deirdre's not looking too hot. Last one, which is Gog's partial. I mean, far be it for Gog not to leap. Can Gog leap, though? 1, 2. I need Gog to land there. I think Gog's just going to move 4. And I can pass through enemies. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's the end of it. Alright, so. Where we? Objective phase. Check for objectives and win conditions. Wait. Oh, because they already did their damage. Okay. Check objectives and win conditions. What do we have to do? What do we have to do again? We have to defeat the oozing fauna. That's what we have to do. Okay, so we just need to beat those 2 ones, and we're good. All right, so then invigorate. Roll schema. That's not good. Really not good. Well, hell. All right, so then we will dump all these back in the bag. And let's see how we're doing here. Getting the good mixed up. And Shablowy, yellow. Oh no. Oh no. All right, Gog is going to block that. Deirdre's going to take 2. And then you're going to move 1, 2. And oh, Gog's blocked in, but the leap will work. So you will attack Gog. I might not win this. 1, 2. That's all we got for yellow. I might die. If this figure is not weak and deal 1 damage to the temple foundation, put a 2 trap nearest an unoccupied space. There and there. And that's at 5. Deirdre's partial. Jeez. I think we got to wing move you. Leap 3. 1, 2, 3. And I need a shield, or else I will die. She's probably going to die this turn. Gog's turn. Main action, Gog. My god. Okay, so let's do Gog Leap first. So that's the only AoE I got. And I'm hitting everybody. So let's roll 2 dice. That's 4 damage. So that's 4 damage on 3, 4 damage on 2, 4 damage on 2, and then we remove 1's toughness token. So that hits everybody. I got a leap 3. Did I want to do that? I don't think I wanted to do that. Let's do 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and we'll do it on that. And that would be the 4 damage on that guy. And he had a toughness token, so it would just get removed. They all get, the hardened slimes all get toughness tokens. So I'll do it there, what it is. Then, actually, Gog's thing would have been to grab a figure. So range 2, he would have grabbed her. And then attacked, hitting for 4 on, let's say, slime number 3. Then he would have moved with her, because it was grabbing a figure. And let me read the grabbing rules, because this could mean life or death. Grab. To grab a figure, remove it from the map, then place it in a non-occupied space adjacent to you. If the grab figure's previous location was adjacent to you, you may return to the same space. If the grab figure's new location will cause something to happen. Okay, so it said place adjacent to me. I don't think I could do that. I don't think I could do that. I think I have to follow through with what I was doing. All right. And then let's... She just has to figure this out. She's got leaps, so she can get away. So that was my action. My next action is to move 1, 2, 3, 4. And then a shenanigan is going to be to do the brass knuckles. To attack you for 1. 1 damage, which will just take away your weakened. And it didn't harm you. And that's it. Red. Yeah, she's going to die. So she's going to block 1. And then she will take 2 more damage, going to 6. She's about to go down. And he's right next to her. That guy will attack Gog for 2, putting him at 3. And then move here. All right. Are you immovable? You're immobile. Let's see what does immobile mean? That you don't move or can't be moved? Those are 2 different things. I figure with immobile never moves. If an effect would cause it to change space, it instead remains where it is. Okay. Because I was like, I can grab you and punch you in the face. But I can boost attack you. Not boost, but just burst attack you. Where I am, cutting right through that trap. Yeah, that sounds fun. And I'll get this, and you'll get 1 damage on you, number 2. And that's your turn. Well, Deirdre's turn doesn't come up soon. Oh boy. Oh no. Where was this? Oh, did I put the wrong cooldown token? Was that it? Alright, Gray. She's gonna attack Gog for 2. And that's that. And then finally Deirdre's turn. Alright, her shenanigan has got to be to get out of here. 1, 2, 3. And she'll give herself a shield token. Then she will use the spell as an action, moving 1 more, healing herself for 3. And healing Gog for 1. And then her last action, she's going to use... Can she get there? 1, 2... Nope, that's a... Well, it's not... it's not enough. 1, 2... Nope, no range. She used her shenanigan to move. She used her action to move. She can use this other action to leap 2 and attack 2 targets. And push them both. Why the hell not? She's about to die anyway. 1, 2. Attack both of them. So she's going to roll this die. And she's already doing 1 damage. So 2 didn't have a token, so it's dead. And then you're going to take 2 damage going to 6. And that is her turn. Check objective. No objective to worry about. Invigorate. 2, 2, 2. Roll schemas. Claw. Fire. Claw. Reds. What are you doing, Reds? Range 3. 1, 2. You're here. 1, 2, 3. You can hit her. The other one can't. You'll try to hit her for 2. And you are here. And the other one can't hit her. Oh, then you'll move 3. 1, 2, 3. I've been playing that one wrong. You're going to attack Gog for 2. And you don't need to move. Gog's turn. We can move, attack, heal. Yep. Move, attack, heal. It's the way to do it. Boom, boom. Attack. We'll do this one because if I break it, if I'm able to break it, then I can move 2. So move, attack. That's 3, 4, 5, 6, which is what I thought it would be. Destroyed it, and then I get to move 2. So I get to move here. So I was move, attack, and then, sorry Deirdre, you're on your own. I'm gonna heal myself for 4, going down to 2. Where were you when I was suffering? That'll end your turn. So we got one more to go. Blue, just that one up there. Deal 1 damage, so this will go to 6. Range attack 2 on a foe. Nope. Deirdre's partial. Alright, so her partial is going to be to use this to move 1 and heal 3. Going to 2. And you heal 1 going to 1. So that's her partial. The coin size is 46. Gog's partial is going to be to bust that wall. 2. Wall busted. Let's move, move, move. Upper passage. Just 3 hardened slimes. That's 4, 5, and 6. 3 hardened slimes on A, B, and D. A, B, and D. And that's your partial. Gray's turn. Oh, awesome. Awesome. All right, so let's do with 1, move 3, 2, 3. You don't need to move. No, screw you. You have to take it. So you'll take 1 damage, and then you swap spaces with me. Gross. Then 1, 2, hit him again for 3. Swap spaces with him, not bad. And 1, 2, 3, hit him again for 4. Swap spaces with him. 1, 2, 3, 5. Swap spaces with him. That's what it says it does. All right. Yellow. This might be Deirdre's end. Move 3 for melee. 1, 2, you will attack. I will block that so we don't swap spaces. That's bad. 1, 2, 3. You can't get there. 1, 2, 3. And then finally, her main action, because that just needs to be a thing. 2, 3. Then shenanigan. Yep, that's the plan. So let's do, no, that's 2 shenanigans. I can't. I could do 1, 2, 3. Let's do that. Let's do this one using this last ability to do 1, 2, 3. Then we're going to action this one to leap 1, 2. Attack 2 foes at range 2. I'm just going for the die because it's going to just knock away their toughness. Of course, that's when I roll exploding dice. And push those 2 targets. 1, 2. And that's as far as that one goes. And then I got... Let's use this one finally. I'll heal to full, and I'll heal you to 3. And that'll be it. Okay. I've used all my spells, dude. That's all I got. We gotta break this thing. So, 1, 1, 1, and 2. Roll scheme die. Claw. That's bad. Axe. That's really... They could set me back so far. Okay. It's 46 millimeter, I told you. 46. 46. 46 millimeter. Reds. Range 3. 1, 2, 3. You can't, so you gotta move here, but you can't attack. You'll move 1, 2, 3. You'll move 1, 2, 3. Yellow. Yellow's moving 2. You don't have melee. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. I really hope that these things go away when it's time to fight this creature. Gog. Gog is just going to move 4. Gog's Gog's just gonna do what Gog do. So let's attack. Explodey. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't have a boost. So you're at 5, so you're 1 away from breaking. And then my next action is just to do my burst, which breaks you. Okay, what happens? Oh my god. Continue the game if the objective phase and all oozing fauna have if it's the objective phase and all oozing fauna has been defeated, resolve the event approach of the Crab King. Okay. Okay, so we got to finish out this round. Let's see how this goes. So that was his 2 actions. He has a shenanigan. He's going to invigorate for his shenanigan. No, you're not bothering me. Just give me a... Yeah, I'm just distracted. Just give me a second. But you're not bothering me. Shenanigan, move 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm running to the corner. Blue. All of them are dead. Grays. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then Deirdre for her final action. Let's get that heal back into effect. So we'll put 1 charge back on you. So that was her shenanigan. Her action's going to be to break that wall. And her other action's going to be to invigorate. Okay, that's the end of that. Objective is complete. So here we go. Okay, so we read the event. Remove any remaining gravel walls from the map. Read Confronting the Crab King in Walkthrough 24. So the back of the book. Okay. You're about to cross claws with the Crab King, the end boss of Chapter 1. Bosses are schemers, but with a few extra twists. So we need to find the boss mat. So it says, boss mat. The Crab King uses a boss mat for his schemes, just like a hero mat. This mat has both a fresh and a wounded side. When you initially deploy a boss, they are fresh. If a boss takes damage greater than or equal to their fortitude, they become wounded. When this happens, discard all damage on the boss mat and flip them over to their side. Then reroll their scheme die. As with heroes, any excess damage is ignored rather than carrying over. Cool. Variable toughness. Depending on the difficulty and hero count, bosses will deploy with some number of toughness tokens. Note that these toughness tokens will be added to the boss mat when the boss is first deployed, and again when they are wounded. Extra initiative token. Bosses often have extra initiative tokens. For example, the Crab King gets an extra initiative token at some hero counts and difficulties. In the scenario, if the Crab King has an extra initiative token in the bag, he will reroll his scheme die after taking his first turn. Cool. Activating other schemers. Some schemers included in Crab King have a scheme that causes another schemer to activate. Oh, God. In this case, the Crab King's Master and Commander scheme, put it back here, activates, let's see, what does it say? Causes the Crab King to activate his first scheme, Lordly Blitz. Then the Crab King's nearest friend also activates its own first scheme. Remember, the word friend in a scheme denotes a friend to the schemer. Note that the only single nearest will activate, not the figure's entire scheme group. If multiple friends are equally close, the players can choose shield and toughness. If it is possible for the Crab King to have shield and toughness tokens at the same time, if a schemer would be dealt damage and that figure has both toughness and shield tokens, it discards toughness first before the shields. Back to the Crab King. Good lord. The Crab King howls with rage as the last of his acidic spitters is crushed. He blows, it says, he blows his conch once more, summoning the deadly remnants of his horde to his side. Setup. Put the Crab King into play. So, this is him. This is him. So I'll put his thing down here. And we'll put him into play. It says put the Crab King into play in the purple base. The Crab King deploys with a variable number of toughness tokens listed below. When he's wounded, he then gains that many toughness tokens back. At certain difficulty levels, he only has one initiative token in our turn, or else we would die. So what are we doing? It doesn't say clear the board. That's the thing that's worrying me. Yeah, it didn't say clear the board. So these are still out, according to the rules of engagement here. It just says get rid of the walls. And I don't know where my stands are. Where did I put those? Oh, here they are. Okay. All right, so he is, where are we deploying him? Into the purple base. The Crab King deploys with a... So where's he going? Oh, here he is. He's going on B. In the entrance chamber. And he's getting 1 toughness token and 1 purple initiative token added to the bag. He gets an oozing fauna on F. A chitin dude on B. What the hell's B? Wait, you deploy on B. Sorry, on A. And the last thingy, because I don't have any more, on C and D. So we'll put you on D. Enjoy that. Okay. Okay, the players lose if a hero is defeated or if the temple foundation is defeated. The players win if it's the objective phase and the Crab King and all oozing fauna have been defeated. So, whoa. So this is 10 damage, so 20 damage to him will kill him. Because 1 to move this, 9 to take that down, flip him, 1 to move that, 9 to take that down. Okay, got it. Invigorate. Bink. Bink. Roll schema. He has got the Lordly Blitz. And refill. All right. Blue, this thing. If the figure is not weakened, deal 1 damage to the temple foundation. Put a 2 trap near the most unoccupied space. It's the only place where you can really go, so. All right. This game is going to kill me. All right, so red. Nothing is range 3, so you're just going to move to the nearest wounded. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. 2, 3. Thank you. Jeez. Okay. It's just our partial. 1, 2, 3. She'll stop there. Yeah, she'll stop there. That's her partial. Yellows. Leap 2. 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Everybody's gone before us. Sweet. You're moving 3. You can't move in that space. And that's as far as you can go. You'll move here. You'll move there. And you're attacking for how much? 2 damage. And dropping traps. Yep, and it's melee. Oh, it's just 2 damage, sorry. Just 2 damage to the foes. Has everybody gone except for me? Yep, at this point they have. Move 3. Attack a foe for 2. Place the target on an unoccupied trap within range 3. Boom. So that is 4 damage. Sweet. That's 6. Can it be my turn now? Gog. Gog's going to use his action to move 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's the same. Then Gog is going to use his leap action. Come on. Party's not done yet. Right here. Party's not done yet. Roll. I need Kim's dice tray. I'm rolling terribly. 3. So you'll take 3 damage. You lose this. And the slime loses its token. Alright, so it's now vulnerable. And then I have a shenanigan, which I'm going to do that to attack Numbnuts over there. Actually, let me hit... you've already done your damage, and it's okay. I'm going to hit him. So let's go ahead and roll the 3 cooldown. And 1 damage, and I weaken you. So you actually take your first damage, and you are weakened. What does weaken do? I had to buy 20 capsules. Weakened. A weakened token is a kind of debuff that causes a figure to attack for less. When a figure with weakened tokens makes an attack, that figure calculates all damage, then discards all of their weakened tokens and subtract 1 for each discarded token. Actually, instead of putting it on him, then I ought to put it on this. So that it can't harm anything when it's its turn. So, boom. So that was shenanigan, action. And Deidre's main action. Yep, she is going to attack you. She's going to roll 1 die plus this. And then she's going to boost it for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 damage on you. So that's 6, 7, 8. Almost one-shotted him. Almost. Almost one-shotted him. Okay. That's her first action. Her second action is she is going to use this to just 4, range 5, attack for 1, which is 9. Flip. Flip that. You get your power token back. You've already taken your turn. I know I'm supposed to re-roll it, but you've already taken your turn. The bag has 1 left in it. So that was her 2 actions. And her shenanigan she doesn't have. She can move, but she's not gonna. Then Gog's final turn is Gog is going to do... I just need to hit you once to get this off. And that's kind of... I'm going to burst attack straight through you to the other guy. 2 damage. It'll get rid of this, and it'll get rid of the 1 off of 5. That's a good turn. That's a good turn. Okay. Check objectives. Not yet. Invigorate all abilities. 3, 2, 2, 3. Okay, people are getting hurt. Roll schema dice. Boop. Boop. Hooah! All right. Gog's doing Gog. Get out of Gog way. And Gog's rolling 2 of these dice on the main dude. For 2 damage, because I already knocked off your stupid thing. And then his second action is going to be to do it again, and this time I'm doing with this. I'm doing this one for 3. I hope to God I don't die. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. That takes you to 6. And then I have a shenanigan, which I'll invigorate you for 1. Deirdre. Deirdre. Deirdre, you are going to do this. Heal yourself for 3, heal Gog for 2. And that's what you're going to do. Blue. If the figure is not weakened, it is weakened. Then it'll attack a foe for 1. Deirdre or Gog. Let's put it on Deirdre for 1. 4. Great, lots of stuff happening here. You're gonna attack Gog for. Actually, you're gonna. 2, 3. You're gonna attack Deirdre for 1 and swap places with her. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 2, 1, 2, 3. Come the frick on, game. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Puts her at 7. And swap places with her. 1, 2, 3. This is stupid. Come on. Yeah, dang it. Okay, so you're going to hit Gog for 2. That's 2 full up there, so 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. It's going downhill, folks. It's going downhill. Jesus. Deirdre's down. 3 damage. 3 damage. Deirdre flips. And then put a 3 trap here, and that's the only place. Oh no, there's one more place it can go. Here. All that's left is my turn. Deirdre. And she didn't get to move where she wanted to because I was going to do this. And I can't hit him. I can only do this thing. So I'm going to do 2 of those. So 1 on that thing. Should give me that. Do 1 damage, putting you at 5. And then 1 on him with this. And it'll push him onto it. He's resistant, but it'll push him onto a trap if I hit him. Explodey. Ho ho! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That kills him. He's dead. We kill the Crab King. He's dead. So all that's left is to kill that thing, and it is Gog's turn to try to do that. I just have to hit it once. Boom, it's dead. Oh my god, we won. Ah! Yeah, I'm pulling the wrong tokens out the bag. All right, so the bag's empty. So we are going to check our objective. So it says the objective, the Crab King and all oozing fauna have been defeated. We won. Continue reading when the Crab King becomes wounded. Pause current turn. Crab King uses toughness. I didn't have a gelatinous brute to do that. Yeah, we were fine. We were fine. All right. Epilogue. Let's go with freaking epilogue. Oh my gosh. That was insane. Here we go. Epilogue. With a cry of fury surprising for one normally so friendly and pious, Deirdre sweeps up the dead crab man's conch and bashes it against the floor until it shatters into pieces. The moment the conch is sundered, the slime still pouring into the chamber slow to a trickle, and the few remaining oozes begin to bubble across the floor, making relatively speedy retreat to the holes and fissures through which they issued. In a few moments, they are gone. You look around, surveying the damage. The pillars holding up the Great Temple will need to be repaired and reinforced before too long, but for now they're still strong enough to bear the weight of the whole place above them. Relieved and grateful for your success, you and the other party members swat one another on the back, congratulate each other, and laugh at the irregular holes the slimes have eaten into your clothing. As you stand there, surveying your hard-fought victory, a large contingent of priests and paladins enter the room from one of the passageways leading out to the rest of the Undercity, shouting prayers of thanks to Greyport's gods. They run over to you, talking over one another as they try to ask you what happened. Sea creatures sought to pull down the Great Temple, says Deirdre, kicking at the broken remnants of the Crag King with a delicate foot. This one seemed to be their leader, but we stopped them. Oh my gosh, my eyes started burning. Hold on. Woo. Okay. By the burning mane, shouts one of the high priests of Korash. We have no idea anything of the sort was occurring until the temple started to shake. Had you not been here to stem the tide, I fear we would have arrived too late to stop them. As the priests and paladins look at one another with sober and horrified expressions, Gurki guffaws, clutching at his stomach with both hands. The high priests of Kurash regard him with a sharply raised eyebrow. After a long moment, Gurki manages to get himself under control, though he is red-faced, weepy. Oh my gosh, my eye. Whew. My gosh. Manages to get himself under control, though he is red-faced, weepy, and still giggling a little. I get it, he says, looking at the sober, confused faces of the assembled clergy. Stem the tide of the sea creatures? No. Oh, too soon? Oh, that was unintentional, says the high priest with a shrug. Anyway, you have our boundless and sincere gratitude for your bravery here today. Please accompany us to the great temple. We cannot offer much ourselves, other than our curative and restoration magics. But I would imagine that Grand Cleric Ohava will be able to give you a more earthly reward for great deeds. Sounds good to me, says Gurki. Lead the way, your holiness. Unlock the following from the vault. New hero cards go to their heroes, and new item cards are added to the armory. 28 to 47. Archive card 13. Wizard 5. Okay, there's a lot going on here. So let's see what it's saying. And my eye is completely burning. Ooh. Okay. We're unlocking 28 to 47. That's getting unlocked. And then it says archive card 13, Wizard Fire, vault cards 14 to 7. Okay, so there's a lot to archive. Here we go. Okay, so we are archiving card 13. That's going that go away, and that's it looks like it's the Wizard Fire one, which is this one, right? Yep. So 13's going back into the archive. We're also archiving 14 to 17 potions of scrapes. 14, 15, 16, 17. So these are getting re-archived as well. 60, 50, 14. And Eve's card 3. It must be Eve's illusion, right? Nope. It's not that one. What is it? Let's see what her card 3 is. This one. That one. It's not Eve. She's over here. And Eve's card 3. Those get archived. And we have unlocked these. So let's take a look what we unlocked. We have Pookie and I have an understanding. Ooh, that's a new symbol. So, as a shenanigan, change Pookie's scheme die to the face of your choice. Ooh. Flash fire. Put one Wizard Fire token adjacent to you, melee, then stun the target. Okay, we'll be using Zot next. So that's the improved one. We got Gurky's abilities unlocked. These are all. No, that's Gog's. These are both Gogs. Gog help. So choose an adjacent figure. Place that figure at in range 5. Inspire. So that's a. Oh, Gog is throwing. It's a fastball special. It's a fastball special. Gog's awesome. Gog the strongest. Says a reaction, trigger one or more foes that you grab, place or push, and the force movement adjacent to a map edge are impassable. Each of those foes takes 2 damage, so I'm like slamming him against the wall. That's amazing. Those are Gurkies. These are 2 Gurkies ones, which we haven't fully looked at yet. Fiona. Lucky for me, I was wearing my armor, so 2 shields. If an attack damages, I avert harm, then heal and gain. Okay, so she's going big time. I instinctively aim for the head. Another reaction, an attack damage, you avert it and counterattack. Okay, so she's amazing. We've got Eve, who we haven't played with yet. And then we've got Deirdre, Crescent Moon Flare. So a little better attack for the cost. And the goddess is generous with her gifts. That helps boost stuff up. And then we've got some better healing. So this one is a shenanigan with 2 charges. So 2 heals instead of 1 is a shenanigan. So that's those 4. Then we've got this lovely thing, which is Bandolier of Righteous Flash Bombs. You and all friends in range 2 heal. Weaken to all foes in range 2. And finally, Claw Hammer. You know who's getting that? So melee attack 2, harm, grab the target. So, oh, this is going to be good. This is going to be so good. So that is that. And I'll have to determine how to divvy those out. So what do we got? So we've got read finishing chapter 1 and walk through 24. When you're ready, continue on the chapter 2 pack. So finishing chapter 1, let's scroll down. Oh, it's not on this one. I'll just have to read it. Wrong one. There we go. You did it! You've completed chapter 1. As you make progress through the campaign, you will unlock more hero and item cards to customize your loadout. As you unlock new cards from the vault, you may also be instructed to archive certain cards. When you archive a card, you remove it from the game permanently and place it in the archive. We recommend using the back of the vault box to store the archive cards. Cards in the archive are no longer available in future scenarios. However, you will only archive cards when you're replacing them with new, more powerful versions of the same cards. The intended play experience is for you to play each scenario in order. However, it is possible to replay an entire scenario if you like. Before doing this, you may wish to rewind your vault in each player's hands from the archive, the state that they was before. This is optional though, so you can go back in, power it up, and destroy the place. And then from this point forward, each hero will have more than four heroes. We'll have more than 4 heroes to choose from. When you set up a future scenario, you will pick 4 heroes and go from there, which is what we've been doing. So that is it. So we're going to continue. I don't know. How are y'all feeling about this game? Do you like it? Do you think it's fun? Is it something that you'd want to see more of? Like, what do you all think? I'm curious. Yeah. I like it. This one, I mean, the token draw was rough, but it worked out. It worked out. We still won. I can see where it can be difficult, especially when you add this red die in, where this could be a real challenge. But we've tried Fiona and Zot. We've just played Deirdre and Gog, so we're going to play Gerke and Eve next to see how they play. And then I think I know... Methinks... Methinks me know who I want to play with going forward. But I'll try those two. I bought it at Gen Con. I love this. Yeah, this is fun. This is fun. Yeah, I plan to... I want to play Chapter 2. We completed 4 scenarios this Chapter 1. It took about an hour... What are we at? 11:30? So, about 2.5 hours for 2 scenarios. It's not bad, considering that, like, 7th Citadel's 5 hours for 1. I like it, and seeing the playthroughs, it's one I want to pick up when they reprint it. Yeah. It's fun. Alright. Yeah, I think it's good. I really enjoy it. I enjoyed this. Like I said, it's not trying to be more than it is. And there's a lot of decision space. I'm not one for the you burn, use, and then never use again thing. So she's a healer, but she's not my top. And then on top of my thing with Deirdre was she only had a shenanigan to move. She did not move through actions. So I was like, eh. So she probably won't make a reappearance. Gog will. But I like Fiona and I like Zot because I like Pookie. Pookie's fun. So we'll try Gerke and Eve on the next play to see how they play. And then you will have seen all the heroes, and I'll pick the 2 that I'll be going through the rest of the stories with. So, but yeah, I want y'all to see how this lines up. I like it. Yeah. So hopefully it'll be something that y'all enjoy. But that's gonna be all. So let's head up to the top. It's getting late, right? Let's get an intro. All right. So that's going to complete our Chapter 1 playthrough of Tales from the Red Dragon Inn. We'll play Chapter 2 next Tuesday. And then Thursday I'm going to be playing a different game. Thursday night I'll be playing a different game. But yeah, because I want to get a little bit more... Hexplore's going to be delivering soon, so I have to start prepping and remembering how to play. So that we could do Click's Madness with the playmat. That's going to be delivering. So that might be a Thursday thing until Pac-Man returns. But yeah. We'll be back for more on I'll do Chapter 2. I'll just set it to Scenario 1 of Chapter 2. But if it plays like this and we move quickly, I'll do 1 and 2 of Chapter 2 and see how it goes. But all right, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you appreciate it. Thank you so much everyone who's done the survey so far. I've collected a lot of data. I think I've got about 59 people who've done it so far. And so I'm going to collect all that data, visualize it, and then kind of see how I'm going to present it and talk to it with everybody. Until then, I will see you Sunday, because we got to end the month of Rolling Right with cartographers. So I'll see you Sunday for some more stuff as we play cartographers, and it'll be a good time. Until then, I love you. There's absolutely nothing you can do about it. Bye, everybody.